Hello everyone out there from the G.A.S.S Facebook page and G.A.S S website. I'd like to introduce you to a new feature, and that is called Meet Your Member. Every month we'll be interviewing a member from G.A.S S, and they'll be telling us about their experiences about G.A.S S, what G.A.S S has done for them, and if they're part of the board or if they're part of a committee helping out G.A.S S, what they're going to be doing. There's been a lot of changeover at G.A.S S, and the biggest part of that is that we have a new head chair of G.A.S S, and I'd like to introduce you to the new head chair herself, Lonness. Lonness, welcome.
Hello and welcome.
So, what has G.A.S S done for you, and what does G.A.S S mean?
Well, for me, G.A.S S has actually been there for me when really no other group was. And I don't mean in the fact of just a support standpoint. They've been like a family to me. Words cannot express the fact of showing me that we're not just a bunch of trans people that sit around like an AA meeting. We actually chat, talk, we joke, and then we plan things not only with the meeting and right after the meeting for that, but we plan things outside. And we're not just a support group, we're also a social group. And it just brings together those two elements that it forms a family unit, something that a lot of us trans people have not had the opportunity to experience.
And with you now becoming the head chair of such an organization, how do you help to make G.A.S S build even higher and even thrive?
Well, I plan on incorporating some projects, some of which are support related for the groups, adding a different thing like a certain icebreaker questions, and maybe even at the end of the meeting, like the last 10 minutes, to literally ask the group members if anybody has anything that they would like to ask our group, such as new members when they come in. I'm sure they have questions and they don't just want to talk about the subject, they want questions answered. That's why they're there. And I want to give them that opportunity to utilize that time and get what they came to get.
And you also mentioned something about how G.A.S S stands for the Gender Alliance in the South Sound. Are you going to focus a lot on the alliance part?
That's one thing that I've been wanting to do for quite a time. Seeing that most of the groups are quite distant from each other, and they have functioning programs which would not only be beneficial to G.A.S S members, but to the communities of diversity as well. I would like to basically chat with these groups, with the boys, and try to come up with a coalition in which, oh, this person needs this, well, I know that this group has this program that will help them. And I want to be a source of information, not just for our group, but for all the groups in general, to actually form a true alliance in which we help one another and basically bring people, when they come to us with problems, or when they come to other groups, that we know where to bring them. And not just say, well, look on the internet. Unfortunately, that causes a lot of issues.
And one of the big things coming up for G.A.S S is the Black and White Gala. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a big auction that happens. It's actually the Rainbow Center's project, in which G.A.S S and all the other groups meet up in the Tacoma area. And that one fundraiser puts together enough funds to not only keep the Rainbow Center and the Oasis, the youth center that's right next door, fully funded throughout the year, but also everything extra gets trickled down into the other groups that also go there. So it's so valuable for the community, and it's one of the main things that our group as G.A.S S volunteers at, to show our appreciation for the work that they do in giving us a space in which we can have our meetings that has helped so many so far.
What are some of the certain programs at G.A.S S that you found most beneficial?
That would have to be the Name Aid program. It is a program in which we help pay for name changes up to $80, which is the fee that is associated when you are impoverished or if you do not make enough. You can get a voucher from the court system to lower the cost to about $78. So if you are truly impoverished and need a name change, you get this voucher and then you bring the receipt back to us and we will pay you the $80 right back. So it's like your name change didn't cost anything at all. And we also have programs in place that will pay for the initial cost if it's really that much of a problem. It's been quite beneficial because in this day and age, changing your name is one of the first things to help you get settled into your whole new life as either a different gender or a different person or a non-binary. Back in the older days, that was usually the last thing a trans person would do after going through everything. So it surely shows you how times are changing right now.
And G.A.S. has been at the forefront of that.
We have. I haven't seen really any other program like this, and we're actually expanding it out not only to the Pierce County area, but up into the King County, and hopefully with this upcoming boost in it, we might be able to make it statewide.
Well, there you go. Well, Lonness, I'd like to thank you for your time, and thank you for being the new head of G.A.S., and we will continue to have more of these interviews every month here on the G.A.S. Facebook page and the G.A.S. website. Until next month, Cyndi Seidelman, goodbye everyone.